This is Dinner Date, the show where people aim to find true love through their love of good food.
And the little appetizer was absolutely great, so I'm really looking forward to the rest of the day.
One lucky person will be getting the chance to find romance as they enjoy 3 very special meals, cooked for them by 3 very special blind dates.
3 evenings, 3 meals cooked for me, all by very attractive women, so I think it's been particularly enjoyable.
Today's dinner date is Peter, a 28-year-old rugby fanatic from London.
I'd say rugby is one of my main passions. I've sort of played that since I've been about 10, 11 years old. Always with my group of friends as well. We've always sort of played together and grown up together doing it.
All that rugby and a high-flying career means that Peter's busy schedule has got in the way of his search for true love.
I work in an advertising agency, and I think with my job, you tend to work quite intensely. Sometimes I think it's so intense you're working quite late. So I think 3 times at a premium, I'd say. That's awesome, actually. I haven't seen that before. I've been single for about 1.5 years now, I think. The reason why I am single is because I would say I'm picky, but not to a ridiculous degree.
But Peter's got another problem on his plate.
I am quite forthright and will say exactly what I think. Not massively sort of politically correct or sensitive on many occasions. So I think a woman would have to have a thick skin and definitely be able to take a joke.
Peter's luck could be about to change. He's going to be given 5 menus, each put together by a potential blind date. The 5 ladies behind the menus have all come up with a 3-course meal, but Peter will only be having dinner with 3 of them. He'll choose his dates based on the menus he most likes the look of. So, who are the ladies behind the menus?
Menu number 1.
Horses come before men at the moment, but maybe someone could eventually pull me round to them being more important than the horses. I hope, one day.
Menu 1 was created by horse-loving Lisa from Surrey. But will her Italian-inspired courses get a yay or a nay?
Parma ham, fig, basil and mozzarella with a balsamic vinegar. It's a very good starter. I think it's quite a common one in lots of restaurants and things like that. So, it would be something that I'd look at ordering. I've never had Sicilian stuffed beef roulade. I'd be lying to say I know exactly what that is. Banoffee pie is something that I think is very common, and I'd imagine it being on a very good menu and on a very bad menu. Proofs in the pudding, as it were. So, menu number 2.
I would say, and many have said to me as well, that I'm much more mature for my years. And I'm also quite traditional and formal, so I like the formalities of a person, and you tend to get that with an older chap.
Antique book specialist Bella seems older than her 22 years. Her French-inspired menu shows she appreciates the finer things in life, but will Peter find her sophisticated taste too upmarket?
A consommé or a broth would be absolutely something I'd be really interested in. The secret sauce is something like you're having a kebab shop. The scrumptious pear tart tatin, I really don't like tarts. I think as a menu that's put together, I think it's been put together very well, and I think a lot of thought's gone into it. Menu number 3.
A lot of men, I think they like to eat meat. I've never come across a man that's a vegetarian. I really haven't.
Menu 3 is from nursery nurse Siona. She claims to know what men want, but will her salmon starter and meaty chicken stew be enough to bag her a red-blooded man?
I'm not a big fan of sort of smoked fish. Luscious lemon cheesecake. I do like the fact she's added her own luscious to it. It'd be interesting to see how she substantiates that. I think she has definitely made an effort to attract what she envisages men would like to eat. Moving on to menu number 4.
The kind of guy I'm looking for, ideally, is probably a big rugby-playing type man's man, so someone with nice big muscles and like a bit of stubble.
Aspiring actress Charlotte is waiting in the wings with menu number 4. But will her tasty restaurant classics score her points with this rugby boy?
I definitely like steak, so I think that's a great choice. Deeply naughty but nice dark chocolate mousse. I think that'd be something I'd definitely look at ordering in a restaurant, so I think that can only be a good thing. And I'd obviously like to have dinner with someone who likes the same things as I do, so I think it's a great start. And menu number 5.
I think if a guy's got rhythm on the dance floor, then it's always going to be good in other areas.
The fifth and final menu is from West Country-born dance teacher Jo. Her Cornish roots inspired her menu, but will it make Peter want to sweep her off her feet?
Beer batting a cod in your kitchen can actually be quite a tricky thing to create. However, tartar sauce is absolutely rank. JoJo's Chocolate Brownie Supreme. I've never understood why people put their names in the desserts that they make.
So he's seen all 5 menus on offer, but which 3 have taken his fancy?
I was expecting there to be a couple of stinkers, but unfortunately they all seem quite good, and there's something from each menu that I'd really like to try. So I think it's going to be tricky, but I'm going to go for 2, 4 and 5.
So Peter has chosen menu 2 from Bella, menu 4 from Charlotte, and menu 5 from Jo. Over the next 3 nights, Peter will meet each of the ladies behind the menus he's chosen. They'll all be making him a slap-up 3-course meal. But who will he want to see for seconds at the end of the week? Living deep in the heart of exclusive central London, not far from Buckingham Palace, is the rather formal 22-year-old antique book specialist Bella, whose sophisticated menu is not nearly as sophisticated as she is.
I absolutely adore hosting dinner parties. Every Sunday I had a lunch party. It would start early with me going to church, then picking up all the food and getting out everything else I'd previously done, and then end with drinks and me making a light soup for dinner. I love French cooking. Nothing better than a saucisson, pâté de campagne, anything like that, with some fruit, a baguette, and a nice light wine, or sitting with some camembert, maybe some grapes. Oh, my idea of heaven. I love it.
The very traditional Bella is looking for love, but admits she enjoys the more old-fashioned type of courtship.
Everyone is kissy, 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 cuddle, cuddle, cuddle. And even if you know the person very well, 1, you spread germs, 2, it's so colloquial thing to do.
Let's hope Peter's not into spreading germs either. With Mummy and Daddy out of the way, Bella's got the kitchen to herself, and she'll be whipping up a consommé to start, followed by salmon, topped with her special secret sauce, which Peter found rather amusing. She'll finish with a pear tarte tatin, completely unaware that Peter hates tarts. The preparation begins with the complicated starter.
The consommé was obviously passed down from my father, and I've altered it today, put my own things in. The pear tarte tatin, yeah, I love it, it's my favourite. It's so good. Oh, yay! Absolutely perfect, yummy bread, and I adore it. This will go with the consommé, and it's very much a flat bread. It's quite heavy in a way, but when the meat of the consommé goes in it and like soaks it up, it really, really just perfect and really beautiful. Unlike anything you can buy, even in a bakery, it's just so yummy.
Some might say combining a blind date with cooking would be a terrifying experience. But Bella's doing an excellent job of keeping her nerves under wraps.
I could easily do, you know, your beautiful, perfectly presented, wonderful flavours restaurant cooking. But when you think about it, that's not what I would have here.
Consommé is a clear soup with a meat stock base, traditionally made using animal tendons, plenty of cartilage and other bits of gristly meat.
I'd be very surprised if he doesn't like the consommé.
I wouldn't.
It's gorgeous. I had a bowl of it for dinner last night. Oh, it was absolutely fantastic. Just simply divine. This dish is the butternut squash, which I will put on the side, not even on the same plate. I'm actually more excited about the cooking than I am meeting the chap, which is so mean, I know.
With Bella's confidence in her cooking ability, it's anybody's guess why she's still not managed to bag herself a man.
I have been single for a while, but it would be nice to meet a nice chap and someone lovely and who could potentially be something else. But I'm not going to force anything.
And tonight's chap is certainly in for a treat.
Okay, if one has any tricks up my little sleeveys, it is definitely going to be a secret sauce. It's just something that's so yummy and goes really well with salmon. I made this in advance because I am not giving this away.
Your secret's safe with us, Bella. As if the promise of her secret sauce isn't temptation enough, Bella's got something else up her little sleeveys.
Actually today, at the moment, is pin curling my hair. She's then going to put a 40s style in, so my hair will just tuck under. I don't want to look like I'm being dragged out of the back end of a hedge, you know, all that sort of thing. But I'm making the effort more for myself than him, I would say.
Okay, you're done.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
A pretty girl.
As Bella admires the results of her 1940s style makeover, Peter's on his way and he's not feeling quite as confident. But then, who could?
Normally on blind dates you always have something in common with a person because you've been set up by a friend or something like that. This time there's absolutely nothing, so that's quite nerve-wracking. A disaster would be if she was very quiet.
No worries there then. It's time to find out if Peter and Bella are well suited or horribly mismatched.
Ooh, we're early. Hello.
Hello, nice to meet you. Brought you some wine.
Oh, thank you. It's very kind of you. And a decanter. Do you mind decanting?
No, not at all.
He's your date, Bella, not your butler.
We're starting with red, I'm sorry.
It's absolutely fine.
Because then we're going to white. But
Okay.
that's only a half body.
Cool.
So, that won't be too bad, actually. Would you mind taking that in?
No, I'll take it in.
Oh, do you want to take that with you?
Anything else?
And I will see you in 2 flicks.
Cool.
Thank you. Pepsi is quite a sweet chap, and I'm very touched she bought a bottle of wine. I thought that's very nice. And actually pleased it's wine, not flowers, to be really honest. Even though I won't open it tonight because it's not the right one to go for tonight, but it's actually a nice bottle.
Very nice indeed, very welcoming, very bubbly. It got me to do something straight away as soon as I came in, which I think was very important because it makes you feel in some way useful.
Hello.
Ah,
Right, I've got bread, freshly
Great.
made today, so it'll be really good.
that's pretty impressive.
Really don't want to spill this.
Yeah, no.
Already Bella's noticed they have something in common.
Oh my god, you're left-handed as well? Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
So what do you do?
Currently I'm a photographer for my father's company, which is working in antiquarian books and manuscripts pre-1640.
Right. Probably best to move swiftly on.
So who taught you to cook?
Mummy. Definitely my mother. I actually cooked this whole meal a couple of weeks ago for like 8 people. I make huge effort. I mean, I spent 3 hours picking wine and going through exactly how I'm cooking things.
Yeah.
Well, it means a lot to me. I made all that effort. I don't want to ruin it.
I'm still intrigued by the secret sauce.
Now the pressure's really on for Bella. Her secret sauce was the clincher for Peter. But what will he think of it?
Looks fantastic, to be fair. Presentation, good.
Yes, but what does it taste like, Peter?
Salmon's fantastic.
The sauce, Peter. Tell us about the sauce.
The secret sauce is really good as well.
Really good. Is that it? In all the saucy excitement, Bella's forgotten something.
What's burning?
I forgot about my butternut squash, so it's actually a little bit burnt.
Oh dear, there goes the Michelin star.
But I blame this for enjoying myself too much.
Well recovered.
That's really good. Very impressed indeed, really nice.
Main course went really, really well, but I forgot the butternut squash. I can't believe that. Though I have to say that was much better than everything else. Secret sauce worked perfectly. I think he's enjoying himself, which is good, which is the most important thing, and it's nice to relax and have dinner with someone. Though I have to confess, I do like cooking just for myself. He's actually quite a nice chap. I'm deliberately leaving pauses in the conversation, and he's actually coming back with a question, which is actually showing he's making an effort, which is really nice.
So what are you actually making now?
I am making the pear tartare,
Polite Peter is keeping his dislike of the dish quiet.
bubbling away furiously. I'm just gonna flip it myself, but if you want to watch, and you can laugh at me if it goes wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm quite keen to watch some sort of car crash. It'd be great.
Charming.
I swear, you'd burn yourself so badly.
I doubt it. But
Yay! It
I must
worked!
say, that's particularly impressive.
Ta-da! I'm such a child, I do.
My God, that looks great.
Despite sounding impressed with the look of the tart, Peter decides honesty is the best policy.
I haven't actually said this before, that I'm not a big fan of it. But however, I'm not a big fan of the one my mother has or one other people have made me. This is really good. I don't think I've ever had it as properly before, judging by this, so I think I may be converted. However, I think it's now set a benchmark.
Bella's achieved a hat-trick. All 3 courses have been a success. Might there be some after-dinner romance on the cards?
I have to say sorry, I'm falling asleep now.
Apparently not.
What?
I been stressing out and panicking. Oh, no, it's not your coffee. I promise.
It's genuinely brilliant.
Luckily for Bella, Peter knows when to take a hint and leaves his exhausted hostess to an early bath.
Thank you so much. It was delightful
really
to meet
nice.
you. Thank you.
So, what did Peter make of date number 1?
It was actually a very enjoyable evening. She does come across as slightly crazy. And the food was absolutely brilliant. I mean, you're looking at sort of restaurant quality for most of it.
I would have to say food-wise and performance-wise, I am pleased that things went off. And I'm so pleased with the tart. It works so well. I couldn't be more happy with that right now. It's my favourite bit.
Yes, but what about that bloke who turned up, Bella?
He was a nice chap, but even though we like, so us women, men, a little rough around the edges, he wasn't quite reserved enough for me, which I do enjoy.
She's not normally the person I'd come across, but I think at the end of the day, that's the important thing about going out and meeting new people, because you don't come across these people or don't come across them in different places. So I think that's important, to meet new people. So I'm not really that worried about it. However, I think introducing her to any of my friends would be slightly tricky.
So Peter will pick one woman to take out at the end of the week, but which of them will want to go out with him? All dates will be scoring him out of 3 possible stars. As for Bella...
Even though he made a wonderful effort, which I really appreciated, I am tempted to give 3 stars, but I'm going to have to say 2, which is very cruel of me, I know, because he is a lovely chap.
It's off to a fairly average start with 2 stars from Bella. Another day, another dinner date, and this time it's with 24-year-old aspiring actress Charlotte. Luckily for rugby-playing Peter, she has a passion for men in shorts, but she's got very specific ideas when it comes to what they wear off the pitch.
The kind of clothes that I really like just look really smart. I don't like scruffy or dirty, or just something that really suits the guy. So if he is a bit bigger, then maybe like a tight top would be nice, or shirts, always a winner. No bad shoes, please. No brown shoes. Brown shoes are really bad.
Yikes. Best get on with the cooking then. Charlotte successfully tempted Peter with a goat's cheese tart starter. Her main course, a fillet steak, a firm favourite of his, served with 2 types of chips, and a naughty but nice chocolate mousse sealed the deal.
I've got a tiny confession at this point. I've definitely never made this before, nor have I ever made a pudding. If he doesn't eat chocolate, or if he doesn't drink red wine, then pretty much he might as well leave. I think that would be the end of the date. This pudding is actually supposed to set overnight, but yeah, we've got like an hour, so I'm assuming that's enough.
As with all delicate desserts, it's imperative that Charlotte carefully manages her measurements when making the mousse.
So I'm supposed to now use 50 grams of this, but not having any scales, I'm guessing I just should guess. We're just going to go for a blob and see how it goes down. Whee! I admit this is pretty risky, but that is a pretty good representation of me as well, and I believe that this meal is supposed to represent me. Oh no. Okie dokie. It looks like a naughty thing a dog's done at the moment, but I'm hoping that will change. It tastes chocolatey and fluffy. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, I'm just going to put this into little ramekins and put it in the fridge overnight / about an hour.
Hopefully Peter's not looking for a domestic goddess, as Charlotte is less than experienced in the kitchen.
I think my friends and family would have quite differing opinions of my cooking ability. My family would say that it's pretty dire, to be honest, and I tend to eat cereal, chips, and the occasional packet of crisps. That's about as far as my cooking goes. But my friends, I think they've experienced my cooking to a slightly better level. I really hope he likes the menu today, because despite what it may seem, I have put a lot of thought into it. I do have a secret weapon in the form of this lovely bottle of wine here, which I got from a vineyard in the Champagne region of France. And I've been saving it for a special occasion. So basically, if he's super fit or it's going Pete Tong, either way, then I'm getting this out. If it's mediocre, then this wine is staying well and truly in my cupboard. But yeah, that's going to be my... I'm quite nervous. I'm hoping that my food will win him over, but I'm also realistic, and I'm more hoping that my gallant wit and charm will see me through, despite any culinary faux pas. I love it when people have a good time. I love it when, even if I'm hosting a party, a dinner party, I love nothing more than, you know, at the end of the evening, everyone says, yeah, that was a wicked night. So if he loves my food, then hopefully he'll enjoy the evening too. And food is the way to a man's heart and all that jazz, which is probably why I'm single.
Let's hope Charlotte can manage to find the way to Peter's heart, especially as he'll be arriving any minute now.
Last night was good fun for its own different ways, but I think tonight, I think, would be less formal, I think would be the ideal, and a bit more laid back, I think would be great. It's the steak and chips, which I think always was a keen favourite at the picking stage, so I'm looking forward to that. It was also the dark chocolate mousse as well, so I'm looking forward to that.
Best not to get your hopes up.
No, not ideal. Okay, the doorbell's ringing.
Hello, nice to meet you, Peter.
Nice to meet you. Charlotte. Hi.
Those for you? Not too bad.
Thank you so much. Come in and be warm.
Thank you.
Chair or sofa, it's entirely up to you. Go crazy.
Hang on, what that's not sort of thing. You've got to give me an option here.
Okay, please, would you like to sit on the sofa?
Fine,
there we go.
Charlotte's gone straight for the wine she'd saved for either a complete success or a total disaster. So has Peter popped her cork, or has she clocked the brown shoes?
I did pantomime at Christmas. That was my first. Oh yes, I did.
My God.
Doing
pantomime, that must be awful.
Having insulted Charlotte's job, Peter launches into tales of laddish larks.
So you have to do a three-legged pub crawl with the netball team. And I said I don't want to do it, because every year you tie me to the practice girls who you know I'm going to hate.
Okay, good.
Oh dear. Not surprisingly, Charlotte's keen to move on.
You want to try my little thing?
Yeah, that's
Come try. It's not your starter, FYI.
What's this? Is Charlotte cheating with an extra course of cheeky canapes? They weren't on the menu.
There's salmon and creme fraiche and sun-dried tomato, and then ham as well, on brie with olives.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yeah?
Actually, no, really.
It's super simple, and my auntie swears by it, and it's just something you can put together in 2 seconds and looks kind of cool.
Looks kind of cool. Tastes great as well.
Cool.
So, after a slightly shaky start, what do our dating duo make of each other so far?
First impression is really good, really bubbly, really welcoming. And seems like she's definitely sort of up for a laugh, which I think is really important. Made me feel at ease straight away.
It is quite like I thought he'd be, like very cocky rugby boy, very self-assured.
She's a very pretty girl as well, so that always makes the evening go better, I think.
Definitely quite full of himself. He's wearing brown shoes, isn't he? For the sake of this evening, I'm not going to look at them, because I might break out into some sort of hives and or sweats.
Oh dear. Never mind. The night is young and hopefully Charlotte's goat's cheese tarts will be more palatable than Peter's shoes.
Oh no, it's stuck.
Everyone loves a disaster.
I would say that tinfoil stuck to a pastry is not disastrous. It's just creative.
There's still time for Peter to win her over with his intellectual conversation.
For years, I thought Norfolk was where Cornwall was. I thought they were reversed. Which is really bad. Up until I was like 16.
Peter seems to have hit on something they have in common.
Yeah.
I thought Prague was a country. And is that wrong? I'm still confused if that was wrong or that was right.
No.
It's a country or a city. Good.
It's a city.
I was convinced it was a country for like a long time, and that's after I just got back from there. It's nice to find someone who's quite so challenged at the geography.
Could you find Britain on a map?
Yes.
Just checking.
Kinda. If it was like a map of Britain.
Could things be looking up? Peter's even complimenting Charlotte's starter.
That's awesome. No, it's really good. Pastry's nice.
But something is still bothering Charlotte.
You've got brown shoes on.
What?
You've got brown shoes on.
Yeah, but I have a brown belt on as well.
Doesn't matter.
So actually, if I never wear black shoes with jeans, they look awful.
But brown shoes are like my worst thing ever.
Right, so
Can I do them?
Black
Can
cheese
I
are
do
like
them?
80 times worse.
Come on.
You can see.
Bring them out. Bring those bad boys out. Wow. Oh, no. A brown boot isn't a brown shoe.
Turns out brown footwear's okay after all, as long as she fancies the person in it. So it's all fine. Well, maybe not the food.
My fears of earlier have now been realised, and that the potatoes are a little bit stuck to the pan. I'm just going to put more oil on and jiggle stuff a bit. Jiggling is the technical term.
I'll have mine without the foil stuck to it. That's
No, that's actually part of the meal. Did you not read the menu? Oh, you don't eat out much, do you? I can tell.
And there's more bad news to come.
I have a very sad thing to tell you about the steak, actually.
What, we're having chicken?
I could not get the fillet steak, and I cried a bit, so I had to get an alternative steak. We're having rump steak now.
Peter might have criticised her cooking, but now it's Charlotte's chance to turn the tables.
Did you not open the wine? Are you struggling?
No, I'm not struggling.
Are you challenged?
The fork has just broken. It's genuinely never happened as well.
Is it not? Oh, is that what you say to all the girls?
No. That's weird. That is brilliant.
Wait, you do have
That's
vegetables.
The evening's taken a turn for the better and now seems to be going quite well. It's just a shame the same can't be said for Charlotte's vegetables.
So how are the potatoes? Are they stuck?
No, they're actually really good, which is why I'm now putting them in a bowl.
So you can hide the ones that did stick?
There might have been a couple that stuck.
Maybe if the toilet
They're
boy
crazy.
stuck.
It's like end and left.
Couldn't you have gone earlier, Peter?
He's really fun and he's really nice. He's hungry, so I'm hoping that the giant steak in front of him will now appease him. So what do you think of the steak?
Oh, it was cooked really well, and like the production was really good as well.
What about despite the fact that half the potatoes are stuck to the foil?
Well, we haven't, if you noticed, we haven't actually had any white potatoes.
I did, I had one. It was really good.
No, it's really all quite good.
But you're saying quite, so that means like you didn't really like it.
I say quite about everything. You can't be over enthusiastic.
You say quite, and that's almost saying you're really nice.
You are really nice.
I'm glad you liked it.
No, I did indeed. It was great.
But I'm going to stop now before I get meat sweats.
What is a meat sweat?
Well, you should know. You just nailed the entire herd.
I'm not going to start sweating meat.
I don't really eat meat much, so I get a bit like, oh.
So you start sweating when you eat meat.
Oh, how romantic. It's time to find out what became of the seemingly disastrous dessert.
You open the pack of biscuits.
No, but the biscuit goes on the side. And on my recipe, it said buy the biscuits. I'm going to make my own biscuits. Like, what do you think I am?
Charlotte insists on being the first to taste her chocolate mousse.
Okay, you can definitely try that.
No, confidence isn't
Yeah?
misplaced. Confidence isn't misplaced.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Can't wait for the biscuit though, no?
So for first pudding attempt, was that okay?
I've got a mouthful of it.
Good.
So, no, it was very good.
Thank
You should be proud. That sounds really patronising, but you should be.
Thanks, Dad.
With dinner and pudding a surprising success, Peter and Charlotte seem to have hit it off.
Brilliant. Thanks, guys. Have a really nice
Lovely
night.
to meet you. Have a good night.
Yeah, I will do.
See you
Thanks very
later.
much. See you later. Bye-bye.
But will they see each other later?
All the things I'd hoped for, relax, food is great.
He's very good looking, physique, very good. Yeah, he's got the wits, he's clearly intelligent.
She was a very pretty girl, very attractive, but I think more necessarily than the way she looked, I think her personality was fantastic.
I would probably confess I did quite fancy him. I think I'd like to go on another date and find out a bit more.
Success! So, how will Charlotte rate the date?
I'm going to give him 2.5. He does not deserve 3 because he was a little bit cocky. But yeah, 2.5. I had a fun time.
A healthy helping of 2.5 stars from Charlotte. The next day, and it's time for Peter's third and final date with Joe, a 27-year-old Cornish-born dance instructor.
I've never made mushy peas before. How hard can it be? Just mash them, I guess.
That's right, Joe, the clue's in the name.
Are mushy peas supposed to be cold or hot?
Oh dear. Joe wowed Peter with her menu of chorizo salad, followed by the very ambitious beer-battered Cornish cod with mushy peas, hopefully hot ones. For dessert, Joe's making her speciality, chocolate brownies.
We're gonna guess the amount.
Oh, you could just use your scales, Jo.
I tend to follow recipes at the beginning and then kind of lose interest halfway through and do my own thing. It doesn't always turn out well. It tastes good to me, but I don't think other people always agree. The microwave broke today, so I'm trying to melt the butter for the mushy peas. Because I don't think it's supposed to look like that.
No, it's not.
I might just leave that and hope it warms up. This is my homemade tartar sauce. Okay, I don't like tartar sauce, so I don't know what it's supposed to taste like.
Jo doesn't know it yet, but she and Peter have something in common already. He hates tartar sauce too.
Let's hope he likes it.
He probably won't. Jo might seem unsure in the kitchen, but she knows exactly what she wants in a man.
I've been single for about a year. I'm not sure if I'd say I was a romantic person. I'm not really into like cheesy romance or anything. I think a guy needs to be quite smooth without being cheesy, if that's possible.
Dessert will be Jojo's special chocolate brownies. She claims they're her signature dish and often gives them to friends and family as Christmas gifts. Better than socks, I suppose.
We are winging it quite a lot in this meal. Mainly because I don't have a microwave, which I would usually use. Okay, let's guess this.
As Jo is so used to making these brownies, she can gleefully cast the scales aside.
Don't know what quantities it is. I just mix it up and I just hope it tastes alright. I really like baking because it always amazes me that you put it in as raw mixture and it comes out as a cake.
Yep, that is the general idea of baking.
I'm going to bake these and just hope that it's okay.
Brownies in the oven, it's time to begin the beer batter. Jo starts by weighing out the flour, which must be sieved well to remove any lumps.
I'm supposed to sieve the flour, but I'm going to go with this.
That's a colander, Jo.
I wanted to do fish because I'm Cornish. And I thought beer battered fish was probably a winner for a guy. I'm a bit bored of that. I'm sure that'll be fine. Guys I normally go for tend to be quite confident. The life and soul of the party, really. They have to like a boogie, because I do like to dance. I've just sliced this garlic clove and taken out the centre, and apparently that stops your breath smelling, and I need all the help I can get.
Lucky old Peter.
They never look like this.
Maybe you should have used the scales after all.
The brownies were the one thing I was confident about, and they're not looking so good. I'd quite like to know what the competition is on the food stakes.
With the competition in mind, Jo's hoping that her slapdash cooking skills won't scupper her chances.
I've been single for over a year, just over a year now, and I would like to find someone to cook dinner for me, basically.
Looks like she could use it.
I'm gonna go and get ready. Put on a party dress.
With Peter on his way, there's just enough time for the finishing touches and a few last-minute nerves.
I'm getting quite nervous about the guy coming, because I've never been on a blind date.
Oh, don't worry. Peter's getting to be a dab hand at it.
3 evenings, 3 meals cooked for me. Tonight's menu looks great, and I'm in the mood for fish and chips, so I think that's really exciting. Also, I really like I'm intrigued by the Cornish element to it all.
Jo's Cornish cod caught Peter's eye, but will her fish dish live up to his expectations? There's only one way to find out.
Hi, nice
Nice
to
to
meet
meet you,
you.
Peter.
I'm Jo. Welcome, have a seat.
Very nice indeed.
The starters are on, so I'll go and finish and give you some olives.
So, first thoughts?
Very, very pretty girl, which is always helpful. Made me feel slightly nervous, so that's obviously a good thing.
Good looking. Cute. Very suave.
Well, the menu looked great, so I'm also looking forward to her special brownie.
Off to a good start then, with some very positive first impressions. Let's just hope Jo's cooking doesn't let her down.
I hope you like stuff well done.
Yes.
Have you had that comment a lot? Say yes.
Oh dear.
Okay, starter is up.
God, that is great. Cheers.
Cheers.
That's really good.
Crispy chorizo?
No, it's not that crispy. I think you mean very critical of yourself.
Hang on, is Peter actually being complimentary for a change? As they get stuck into the starters, Peter's doing his best to put Jo off hers.
Playing rugby at all, like everything in my knee. But it's unfortunate, it was one of the worst incidents because then in the same game I managed to snap my thumb off.
Not the most appropriate conversation for the dinner table, Peter. It's the moment Peter's been waiting for. The beer-battered Cornish cod.
Yeah, so what makes it Cornish?
Cornish cod
Yeah.
and Cornish hams.
Peter's keen to let batter commence, but Jo's like a fish out of water.
So the key thing is getting the oil hot.
But that's going to take hours because there's a load of oil, by the way.
Yeah. Are you hungry?
Oh, thankfully not. I ate before I came, I thought it'd be dodgy.
So it's back into the lounge while they wait for the oil.
I like cooking sort of for other people, I never cook for myself.
Yeah.
So in case you finish work late, I'm not going to sit there for 2 hours pontificating over, yeah, I should do this, I should make this.
Small talk over, it's back to the kitchen to check on the oil and the wedges.
Oh, they are quite crispy. So are you rating people on their food?
That's the point.
Jo seems to be thinking that this might affect her chances.
Have you had to wait the rest of the week?
No, I really haven't. It's nearly 9:30.
Finally, the fish goes in. Will it be worth the wait?
Oh, that was good.
And once again, Pete turns on the charm.
This is like the most glamorous chip shop girl ever.
Don't forget the key ingredient, Jo.
Homemade tartar sauce.
Okay.
You're not impressed with that?
Yeah, I am impressed with it.
Horrified would be a better word.
I think the mushy peas would be better hot. I tasted them cold and there's something not quite right, so hot it is. There we go.
The fish is really nice. Like, genuinely really nice.
Thank you. And the mushy peas? Do you like mushy peas?
Yeah. Wedges are rubbish.
Oh no.
I'm joking.
No, they
I just couldn't
are.
give you 3 compliments in a row.
Why not?
Amazingly, Jo's avoided disaster, but there's still one potential stumbling block ahead, the much-dreaded tartar sauce.
Do you like tartar sauce?
No, I don't, but I'm sure I like yours.
Oh, I don't like it either.
I've only ever eaten it once. I promise never again. We've got to try the tartar sauce. Come on, you made it.
Do you compliment it?
Oh, that is properly minging.
That is awful.
Well, at least they both agree. So, with the main course finally over, what does Peter think of the date so far?
It's not making a mistake, it's how you deal with a mistake. And that's what made the whole thing quite fun.
I've got a feeling I'll be possibly the worst in the week.
Never mind, there's still the pudding.
My homemade ice cream is very yellow.
Is that homemade ice cream from the supermarket?
I was expecting the fanfare.
That's
That is probably the best brownie I've ever had. That is absolutely amazing.
Peter's still being uncharacteristically kind about Jo's cooking. But has he seen through the ice cream pretense?
How do you make the ice cream?
I got a blender and I got a recipe. I looked at the instructions and I thought, that's too hard. So I went to the shop and I bought ice cream that said homemade on it, homemade Cornish ice cream.
So it is Cornish ice cream?
Yeah, but it's not homemade. Well, it's made in someone's home, just not mine.
A big home that looks decidedly like a factory.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
No, it's been really enjoyable. Like, genuinely. Like, enjoyable is such a rubbish word as well. No, it's been absolutely really good fun.
Ah, all good things must come to an end. So what's Peter's verdict on his final dinner date?
Thanks, had a really good time.
Thank you for coming.
Right.
Go home safe.
You too.
Bye.
Night. really good dinner. I mean, despite the mishaps, which I think I made more of than what actually happened.
Cooking-wise, it was pretty much a disaster.
She dealt with everything very calmly, and the best thing was it was more about the evening as opposed to the actual food.
Who knows, if he comes back for more, then it's only going to get better.
Blimey, steady on, Jo. So how will she rate her date in stars?
I think if we were on a normal date, I would have thought about kissing him. But because I was a bit worried about the food and things, I was a bit more preoccupied than I normally would be. I think it was going really well, so I think I'd give him 3 stars.
So that's a top-ranking 3 stars for Peter. Was that 1 star for each course suffered? It's been quite a week for Peter, with 3 magnificent meals created by 3 lovely ladies. But now it's time for Peter to decide which one of our gastronomic girlies to see again. Who will he take out for dinner? And who will be home alone?
Overall, I mean, I think the date's far exceeded my expectations. It's been a really fun week, met some great people, so yeah, it's been really enjoyable.
First up to tempt Peter's taste buds with her intriguing secret sauce was the fantastically formal Bella.
I think she might be slightly eccentric.
Oh my god, you're left-handed as well? Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
I just think we were just 2 different kinds of people.
Do you mind decanting?
No, not at all. That's actually fine. When she asked me to decant the wine, I did think, is the Queen coming? I mean, I was a little bit worried about that. That was really good, actually. Very impressed indeed. Really nice. The only thing I would say is that her secret sauce didn't really taste very much.
Bella gave Peter a respectable 2 stars. So will he decide opposites attract, and will Bella bag a fella? The second date was with aspiring actress Charlotte, who gave cheeky Peter a run for his money.
Hello. Nice to meet you, Peter.
Nice to meet you.
First place to Charlotte. She was obviously pretty, dressed well.
I did pantomime at Christmas. That was my first. Oh yes, I did.
I was definitely comfortable with Charlotte, and I think for me that's a big thing because she has to be able to make fun of me, but I always have to be able to make fun of the other person.
Did you not open the wine? Are you struggling?
The gas is broken. That's genuinely never happened as well.
That's what you say to all the girls.
Steak she cooked as I like, really blue, so I think full marks all to that.
Admitting she fancied him, Charlotte awarded Peter 2.5 stars. But was the attraction mutual? Peter's third and final date of the week was with dance instructor Jo, whose ambitious idea of beer-battering Cornish cod kept Peter waiting.
I don't think she's that aware of physics or how long it takes to warm up an amount of liquid.
So the key thing is getting the oil hot.
But that's going to take hours because there's a load of oil, by the way.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed Jo's company, but I think her food and preparation skills left a lot to be desired.
Putting her disastrous dishes behind her, Jo gave Peter top marks, a whopping 3 stars. Peter's dinner dates are getting dolled up and ready to go, but only one of them will have romance knock on their door. Peter's on his way to collect his dinner date to take her for a slap-up meal. The 2 dates he doesn't pick will be dining alone at home. Who will be Peter's lucky lady?
I don't think he has picked me. I think I'm very much an acquired taste, and in one date, I would be very surprised if he has.
I do hope he's picked me. I think he got more interesting as the night went on, so I'd be quite interested to speak to him again. But you know, if he hasn't, then that's okay too. But I'm all dressed up and nowhere to go, which is a bit rubbish.
I am feeling a bit nervous. The food was a bit of a disaster, I thought, so I don't know if he will have picked me going on the food.
Oh, okay, there is someone at the door.
Oh, very sweet. Oh my god, already, Mel. What full form? We're going to make something.
Oh, look at that. Oh, lovely. We have microwave meal for 1. So I suppose that's telling me what I'm doing this evening on my lonesome.
So there's one very special dinner date who's become Peter's dish of the day.
Hello, wow.
Would you like to come to dinner?
Yes, please, thank you.
Peter's looking pleased as punch as he and Jo head off for a romantic meal for 2, where they can concentrate on getting to know each other.
So I'm quite surprised you picked me after my disastrous cooking.
Well, I'm not going to lie, the cooking wasn't of the highest standard, but I think other parts of the evening made it particularly enjoyable, so no, I'm glad I did. But good thing, I think someone else is cooking for us tonight, so hopefully I won't have to wait so long to get something to eat.
Nice, and I can relax as well.
While Peter and Joe are wining and dining, Bella and Charlotte eat in alone.
I suppose I can console myself with the fact that he likes the pear tartare and he's been converted.
I'm interested in who he picked because how can anyone be a winner? No, I'm not disappointed. It would have been nice to have seen him again, but it was cool. I had a wicked night and I wish him all the best.
Cheers. Congratulations.
I'm really pleased he picked me because I really wanted to go on a second date and see if the chemistry was still there and that it wasn't just a first date luck. And I think it is.
Did I make the right decision picking Joe? Yes, I think that's a definite. I think she seems surprised. However, I'm not sure if I buy it totally because I did think we did get on quite well, like in whatever way. I didn't think she'd be totally shocked. I thought it was quite an amusing evening. I think if she thought it was based on her cooking ability, then yes, she probably definitely didn't think she'd get picked. But...
He's really chatty, as he was before, and he's very interested in things about me, which is always good. I can't fault him yet. Not that I'm looking for faults. I think if he asked me on another date, I'd probably say yes.
As far as seeing Joe again, judging on this evening, yes, I'd like to see her again.
Hearts on fire, gotta rise. Boom, boom, got my sneakers on so tight. Ready, set, go. Taking off, taking flight. Uh-oh. Got a feeling in my soul. Sparkling, fizzing. This day's gonna take control. Shimmering, shining. Can't hold it back, gotta shout. Let's go, let's go. Gonna shake the whole world out. Woo-hoo. Sugar rush, heartbeat loud. Got the rhythm in the crowd. Sparkling lights, spinning fast. This feeling's gonna last, gonna last. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Got my friends by my side, side by side. Sharing laughter, can't hide. Ha ha ha. Every step's a brand new beat. Dance, dance, dance. Never gonna miss a beat, no way. Got a feeling in my soul, sparkling, fizzing. This day's gonna take control. Shimmering, shining. Can't hold it back, gotta shout. Let's go, let's go. Gonna shake the whole world out. Woo-hoo. Sugar rush, heartbeat loud. Got the rhythm in the crowd. Sparkling lights, spinning fast. This feeling's gonna last, gonna last. Take your hand, spin, spin, spin. Let the good times extend. Grow, grow, grow. Shake it off, don't be shy. Shy, shy, shy. This feeling's reaching for the sky. Up, up, up. Sugar rush, heartbeat loud. Got the rhythm in the crowd. Sparkling lights, spinning fast. This feeling's gonna last, gonna last. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. driving drum. I crave the rush, the electric surge, like fireworks bursting, setting me alight. I feel the sparks, the awakening urge, a bubble bursting in my chest tonight. I long to dance, to ride this out on this roller coaster where I'm bound. With every beat, another thrill found. Euphoria's wave, but it's around. Feel the pulse, the rhythms call, electric currents through us all. Our energies blend, rise and fall. In this glittery galaxy, we stand tall. Your energy, my energy entwine, in the air like a celestial design. A sanctuary where hearts align, egos shrink, love shines. We stand tall. Sanctuary, let's find our space, where hearts are vast and egos erase. In this song of unity, let's find our grace. Feel the pulse, the rhythms call, electric currents through us all. Our energies blend, rise and fall. In this glittery galaxy, we stand tall.